Pause for more tea.
Tea? Not coffee?
Yeah. No, I can't drink coffee. It fucks with my anxiety. I used to drink coffee. I've had periods in my life, like I didn't drink any coffee at all until I was in university. And then I drank a lot of coffee when I was in graduate school. And there was one day, so I lived in half of the top floor of this house that was like well over 100 years old. It was one of the historical homes in Kingston, Ontario, because I went to Queen's University there. And on the other half of the floor was a first year med student, and we each had our own space, but we were kind of like roommates. And I said to her one day, I was like, Charm, I feel like my eyes are like bouncing all over the place. And she's like, you got to drink less coffee. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't, I'm not doing that. And, I did end up having less because I started getting heart palpitations, which again is like your body just being like, fucking calm down, dude. But I kept drinking coffee until I cut it out when I was trying to get pregnant with our oldest daughter, because I bought into all of that. Like, no, you need to turn your body into this like perfect sacred temple and cut out all the toxins and whatever bullshit, as if like people haven't been getting pregnant despite, let's just say major challenges of all kinds throughout all of humanity. But she was a baby with colic. I'm telling you my coffee journey now because I'm through the story. And now I got to finish it, right? I can't not finish the coffee story. So I had no coffee at that point for more than a year. I had no caffeine at all in more than a year. And I was like, well, she's not sleeping, so I'm not sleeping and I'm not functioning. And I'm just going to try this. Like, yes, I might get the jitters. I was kind of afraid that I would just be like, it would be awful. And I had that first cup of coffee and I was like, oh, this is very nice. And it just went down like water. And so I kept drinking it until probably about 5 years ago, when I can't really pinpoint it, but my anxiety just started getting pretty out of control, and it was giving me like physical symptoms, and dropping the coffee helped. It wasn't like the full solution, but it was a good part of the solution. So now sometimes I'll have like 1 cup of tea in a day, like a black tea, but that's about it. I miss coffee. It's nice.
It is nice. I doctor mine up so much. Is it really coffee by the time I'm done with it?
Oh.
I use like French vanilla creamer, and then I have like a little bit of cinnamon and sugar.
Oh yeah, you're having dessert.
I'm having dessert.
Yeah.
Is it coffee? No. Like if I had to drink a cup of black coffee,
no,
and I couldn't leave the table until I finished it, kind of like how it was when I was a kid and I had to eat Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave the table until I was done. Yeah. I mean, that coffee would be like super cold, and it would be like 3 days later. Because like black coffee to me,
you will have peed your pants.
Exactly. So it's not my thing, but I have to have like I have to fluffify my coffee.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
Sure.
Well, how much coffee are you having in a day then?
I only have 1 cup because same reasons, anxiety and just, I fight sleep. I mean, I don't fight sleep. I have an issue with sleep. And so I take medication to slow everything down. And that's how I'm able to sleep. But I can't have coffee past like 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like noon for sure I won't have coffee. But I try to usually just have 1 cup before I leave for work or before I start work, depending on if I'm going into the office or not. And that's it.
And then that sugar helps wake you up with the caffeine.
It does. But I think, it's so funny because I remember one time I had 2 cups of coffee, and I was talking to 2 of my engineers, and I was just blah, 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 and one of them looked at me and said, how many cups of coffee have we had today? And I was like, oh my gosh, you know what? I had 2. And they could tell that I had 2 cups of coffee. So I'm just like, I need to cut that off. So.
Oh my God, that's so funny.